evening and welcome to Ostrava in the Czech Republic. It's the second semi-final of the 2020 World Junior Hockey Championship as Canada takes on Finland. Starting goaltender for the Finns is 19-year-old Justus Annunen, who has the best goals against average and a .927 save percentage to lead that league. The officials are Sean McFarland from the United States, Sergei Morozov from Russia, the linesman from the Czech Republic, and from Switzerland. For the tournament, they nominated 12 forwards, 8 defensemen, so they've been playing with 11 forwards the whole tournament. Aaron Hayton feeds that to Nolan Foote, who was ejected early.
Times in Europe, they've won the gold medal. It's apparently feast or famine for them, but man, they are always a tough out.
Now Connor McMichael with a sharp angle shot, knocked away. McMichael gets it back, fires again, score! Deflected in front, Canada's got a 1-0 lead.
A scrambled draw, good pressure by Dudas to keep the puck alive. A second time he's on the puck. Uutinen pokes it away from him, and it goes right to Connor McMichael. Uutinen shovels this up the boards, and McMichael's shot deflects off of Uutinen's stick and ramps up there. He had plenty of space. The puck just bobbled on him.
Bernard Docker fell, able to knock that away. Hayton up to the finish line. In comes Nolan Foote, slides it across. Lafreniere back in, shot scores! Alexis Lafreniere, 2-0 Canada.
Big shot that he's got Lafreniere coming on his right. Bernard Docker keeps this alive at the blue line, and then Foote feels Lafreniere, perhaps hears from him as this puck bounces through the Finnish defenseman Nuusinen, and Lafreniere shovels the backhander up top, and it's a dream start for Canada. This is
chips it ahead. In comes Quinton Byfield, knocked away from him, but the puck kept alive by Lavoie. In comes Lavoie, shoots, and then makes the stop. Now Lavoie, back to Drysdale. He winds in. Drysdale fires, scores! J.D. Drysdale, 3-0 Canada. 3 minutes and 55 seconds in.
It's going to show great recognition here. The Finns are shell-shocked. They run into each other at the blue line. Killinen's lost his stick. Drysdale's going to look up, and he sees he's got room across the ice. Killinen went to pick up his stick, so that lane is wide open. If Killinen's standing there, Drysdale can't go across the ice. He goes to his right, and he the strongest forward.
Now the lead pass goes to Puislo, sends it back in front. Air holds a chance. Oh, what a stop! In tight by Hofer. And now picked up by Lafreniere. In with Hayton, 2-on-0. Lafreniere feeds it back across. He just missed. The line, Hadaka drops it back in the high slot. That shot whistled wide by Thomas. Selleck throws it towards the front of the goal, bouncing puck. Hofer down, makes the stop, in tight on Thomas.
That's a terrific save.
Following the path of another Finn, Eric Haula, who played NCAA hockey there. Walking in, a quick shot taken by Renta. Turned away by his goaltenders of all time. Running now by Dudas. Hayden Dudas. Tying up in the corner. Played around by McMichael, who started the scoring in the first period early on. Addison plays it down to McMichael. Connor McMichael in the corner for Dellandrea. Ty Dellandrea drops it back. McMichael shoots. It dribbles down to Annunen. He lost the puck. They score! Ty Dellandrea. 4-0 Canada.
His hand on it. McMichael, Dudas, and Dellandrea forecheck. This puck is blocked, and Annunen can't quite get his mitt on top of it. See if Dudas pokes it away here. Yes, he does. Before the cover is made, Dudas gets his stick on it. Watch him come from the backside, just poke it loose, and Dellandrea makes it 4-0.
For the Finns. Riikola was knocked out of a Finnish League game in early December, and his status for this tournament was highly questionable.
And stretchered off the ice, and weren't sure if he was going to be available.
Face-off won by Dellandrea. Bernard Docker with a shot. And Annunen just able to hang on to that. Feeds that back to Hatakka. Hatakka spins around Dudas. Looks to the front of the net. Hofer turns that away. Don't forget the 2 saves by Hofer early on as well. With Canada leading 2-0.
Hasn't had a... Hofer's going to read the play here and use his stick to poke the puck away from Hatakka as he comes around low around Drysdale. There's not much of a lane there. I like the way Hatakka decided to drive.
Joining us, Bowen Byram took the warm-up for Canada. Not feeling well, so not playing in the game tonight. Back at the point, Heinola works in. Drops it down to Maselli. Now Maselli back to Heinola. Final second of the period. Heinola to Maselli, fires, and Hofer knocks that high in the air, knocked down by Bernard Docker. As Cousins winds in. Dylan Cousins drops it across to Bernard Docker. He shoots, and it makes a stop on that. Austria promoted next year. As Foodie tries to pick it out. Valeno picks it up. Foodie. Into the corner to Valeno. Valeno swings around in the offensive zone, walks right in, shoots, and Annunen makes the glove save.
Right, Gordon, we've talked about the difference in a year about Alexis Lafreniere. Same thing with Joe Valeno, who plays in the American Hockey League with the Grand Rapids Griffins. He's got 5 goals, 11 available for him. And
now, working in his Byfield, Quinton Byfield goes streaming towards the net. He's knocked off stride. Heinola back with it. After it, Drysdale holds the line. Byfield got spilled. And in come the Finn. Lassie Thompson with a shot.
17 goals last year in Kelowna. You mentioned Gordy's back in Tampere in the Finnish league. He wants to go top shelf on Hofer, who's again so calm in the net here, makes the stop. Here's the play by Bernard Docker as Maselli wants to go around him. Bernard Docker.
Yes. Maselli centers it. It comes in large cups or mugs. A check way of doing things. Maselli spins back. That long shot drifts wide. My favorite was
Yet the centerpiece is this tournament, and they just love it. They love coming here to watch.
In comes Ranta across the line. Ranta backhand shot goes wide.
It's the big Russian team. This is going to be an advantage for them if they can play in this style.
Maselli gets around Addison, and Addison reaches back and knocks that away. Jam play on the side of the goal. Earholt's in on it. And once again, Joel Hofer squeezed.
They use him on his regular line. He had a monster game against the United States. He played 25 minutes, was on the ice for 37 shifts. Tala, a 6'8" forward who played professionally forever in Europe.
Now, Puisto banks that back in front. Did Hofer keep it out? They're saying yes. The Finns.
Off the face-off, there's a little bit of a scrambled play, and the Finns almost get a lucky one here as this puck hits the left foot of Hofer, then his right leg, and is just underneath him. Jared McIsaac
did that on purpose. They knew those kids were going to be players. In comes Hayton, the centering pass, missed Lafreniere. Thomas ahead for Mercer. Ahead for Akil Thomas. Plays around for Lavoie. Raphael Lavoie, centering pass, Mercer, backhand shot, stopped in tight by Annunen. Ty Smith across to Bernard Docker. Jacob Bernard Docker fires that. At the 2020 World Junior Hockey Championship semifinal Saturday. On the menu. Drop back by Valeno for Cousins. Cousins in, fires, and that's squeezed by...
We've seen all the things that made him the 7th overall pick last year in Buffalo. We see his size. We start to see his speed. You see him moving
the way with 4 power play goals. Nolan Foote has 2. And here is Foote with it. Nolan Foote centers it. Chipped right on by
his pocket. McMichael's stick. And he's going to direct it from right between the hash marks. Annunen's on his way over there, and it hits him. As Foote really leans on it, it hits the blocker.
Canada's power play was 3 for 19 in the tournament, and in the quarterfinal loss, the Finns couldn't connect on 2 first-period chances that would have made a difference in the game. Addison across to Foote. Now Foote walks in a centering pass. That's knocked down.
You make it look like a pass as long as you can. It actually misses Veleno's stick and hits Mikko Kaukonen, the goalie, to follow that.
Addison feeds it across to Lafreniere. To the goal mouth they go. Cousins feeds it back in front.
He scored, has had his hands up in the air. The first one, the goaltender made the stop. This one's off the goal post. And right
by Santeri Hatakka, not hurt Hatakka. Addison feeds across. Lafreniere fires, scores! Alexei Lafreniere, power play goal. Canada leads 5-0.
12th power play goal of the tournament. He will reload up high. Watch him go out of your screen. He's going to come up by the blue line and get open again. Here he comes wide open, short side, bingo. 5-0 Canada. Lafreniere has got his 4th goal.
Maybe the best thing for Canada was what people thought would be their biggest challenge was the tough start against the United States and Russia. A 6-4 win over the U.S. Followed by the 6-0 loss to Russia. They were able to regroup against Germany and the Czech Republic. Now a chance in front. Ranta turned away. Point blank by Hofer. And the puck trickles down.
Sample Ranta. Good forecheck by the Roddy brothers, and that leaves Ranta right dead center, 15 feet. He wants to go upper right side, and Hofer gets...
Elsianen. Time winding down to the power play. No shots for the Finns in that man advantage. Heaton steps out of the box. Here comes Barrett Hayton in on Thompson. And they battle for it behind the goal. Hayton taken in, and Hayton corner, and this would be a disaster for Canada in a 5-0 game.
Hayton yelled, we could hear it from here. Oh, man. Hayton raced for this loose puck after Hayton's out of the penalty box. It's the same 2 players that were tied up just previously on the Hayton penalty. You see his left arm go into the boards as Thompson ends up on top of him.
Of course, has 5 goals for League Canada, including 4 on the power play.
So the first change we see here is that
bouncing puck in front. Joel Hofer keeps that out somehow.
The ball was banged up in the first period. He took a slap shot to the arm. He's going to save one here as the puck goes into the crease. Ball is able to stretch out his 6'7" frame to knock this out of the crease before.
And Tettman picks up the loose puck. Head for Earls that was knocked down and kept on side by Foot. Fires, rebound, loose in front. And Footy couldn't quite reach that by Sampo Ranta. Here comes Foot with it. Nolan Foot across the line, drops it off for Lafreniere. This is the
Nolan Foot gets a 25 or so footer where he is so dangerous. He gets the puck through Onanen, but he stops enough of it to keep it into the crease. The Finns clear it out of there.
Zaku, 5th round pick of Arizona. Feeds that back. Heinola. Across the Hatakka. To the goal mouth he goes. A little back pass there by Aturati. That was knocked away. Now Lavoie left it there. And with 3:15 to go in the period, Canada is going to the power play. Joel Hofer.
Here is the penalty. It'll be Canada's 2nd power play. An interference penalty on.
Drops it back to Cousins. Cousins bumped there. Foot plays it around to Lafreniere. Centering pass, but Anna makes a great stop on him.
Maybe a half a beat too long. Watch how quickly this puck is moved over to Lafreniere. And Veleno takes it, and there's not much of a delay. But right here, he's got to shoot it. However, he just has to settle it down. Sometimes it's just not the right place to shoot. And you're right, he's had some...
Santa Keel Thomas. Drops that back. Ball is shot. Saved made by Edmund. He'll hang on to the rebound.
Raphael Lavoie drives this nicely to the front of the net. I like how he takes it from the outside and gets the puck onto his forehand as he goes crashing into Justus Annunen. The strong
Dudas, Aiden Dudas gains center ice and sends that down to the finish zone. And Canada avenges last year's quarterfinal loss to the Finns with a resounding 5-0 win here in the semifinals. It'll be Canada and Russia in the gold medal.